In a land where freedom is but a distant dream, and hope is a fleeting whisper carried away by the winds of despair, lies a nation shrouded in secrecy and sorrow. This is North Korea, a place where the light of liberty has long been extinguished, and the shadows of oppression loom large over every corner of life. Imagine a world where your every thought, every word, and every action is controlled by an omnipresent regime, where the simple act of expressing yourself can lead to unimaginable consequences. A world where families are torn apart, and the specter of fear is a constant companion. For the people of North Korea, this is not a dystopian fiction but a harsh reality. Their lives are a relentless struggle against hunger, isolation, and the oppressive hand of dictatorship. Behind the propaganda and the parades, there is a profound human suffering that remains hidden from the eyes of the world. Today, we take you on a journey into the heart of darkness, to glimpse the lives of those who have been forgotten by the world. This is their story, a story of unimaginable hardship, but also of resilience and the unyielding spirit of humanity. Life in North Korea is often described as challenging and heavily controlled by the state. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, led by the Kim family since its establishment, operates under a strict regime that prioritizes the principles of Juche or self-reliance. This ideology permeates every aspect of daily life, from education to employment, and dictates the citizens' interactions with the outside world. I should also add that many people believe that the true leader of North Korea is actually Kim Jong-un's sister, and that she runs the country behind the scenes. The regime's control over information is nearly absolute. The state maintains a monopoly on media, with all television, radio, and print outlets serving as mouthpieces for government propaganda. Foreign media is strictly forbidden, and the internet is inaccessible to the general populace, which means most North Koreans have a very limited understanding of life outside their borders. This isolation ensures that the government can shape the narrative and maintain its grip on power. For example, it was rumored that the government told the people that the North Korean team had won the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Have you heard any similar rumors? Education in North Korea is highly regimented and serves as a tool for indoctrination. From a young age, children are taught to revere the ruling Kim family and embrace the state's ideology. The curriculum includes subjects that glorify the state's history and the accomplishments of its leaders. Military training also plays a significant role in education, preparing students for compulsory military service, which is mandatory for all citizens. The economy of North Korea is centrally planned and state-controlled. Most citizens work in state-owned enterprises or collective farms, receiving salaries that are often insufficient to meet their needs. The state provides basic necessities like housing, healthcare, and education, but these services are of varying quality and depend heavily on one's loyalty to the regime. Those deemed more loyal often receive better rations and opportunities. If you have found this video helpful so far, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with others. Food security remains a critical issue. The country has faced numerous famines, most notably in the 1990s, which resulted in the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people. Despite attempts to improve agricultural output, food shortages are still common. Many North Koreans supplement their diets by cultivating private gardens or participating in informal markets, though these activities are technically illegal and risk punishment. Despite the oppressive environment, informal markets, known as jaemadang, have become a significant part of life in North Korea. These markets emerged during the famines of the 1990s when the state distribution system collapsed. Today, they provide a critical source of goods and services that the state cannot adequately supply, including food, clothing, and household items. Participation in these markets is a way for many North Koreans to improve their living conditions, albeit at great personal risk. Religion is officially discouraged, with the state promoting atheism and suppressing religious practices. The government views religion as a potential threat to its authority and has been known to persecute religious believers. However, some underground religious activities persist, particularly among Christian groups who face severe punishment if discovered. Military service is a significant aspect of North Korean life. The country maintains one of the largest standing armies in the world relative to its population. Men typically serve 10 years in the military, while women serve for 7 years. This extended service period not only bolsters the country's military capabilities, but also serves as a means of political control and indoctrination. The cult of personality surrounding the Kim family is pervasive. Statues, portraits, and other representations of Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-un are ubiquitous throughout the country. Citizens are required to show reverence to these symbols, with failure to do so resulting in severe punishment. The regime uses this cult to reinforce loyalty and suppress dissent. I should also mention that other countries have mandatory military service as well, but it is not 10 years long. Please write to us and let us know if military service is mandatory in your country. If so, how long does it last? Cultural life in North Korea is also tightly controlled. The government dictates what music, films, and literature are available, ensuring that all cultural products align with state ideology. Despite these restrictions, North Koreans find ways to enjoy and create art, often infusing their work with subtle resistance or finding solace in the limited forms of expression allowed by the state. Housing is assigned by the government based on one's status and loyalty. Urban areas, particularly Pyongyang, offer better living conditions than rural regions, reflecting the regime's preference for rewarding the elite and those who demonstrate unwavering loyalty. The housing allocation system further entrenches social stratification and ensures that the most loyal citizens are concentrated in key areas. The regime employs a vast network of informants to monitor the population. Neighbors, colleagues, and even family members are encouraged to report suspicious behavior, creating an atmosphere of fear and mistrust. This surveillance system helps the government maintain control and prevents the formation of opposition groups, but it also fosters a sense of isolation among citizens. Despite the hardships, some North Koreans have found ways to resist and subvert the regime's control. Smuggling operations bring in foreign goods and media, offering glimpses of the outside world. Defectors and activists work tirelessly to expose the realities of life in North Korea and support those still inside. These acts of resistance, while dangerous, demonstrate the resilience and determination of the North Korean people in their quest for a better future. North Korea has increasingly tightened its borders and implemented more sophisticated surveillance measures to prevent defections, making escape nearly impossible. Over the past decade, the regime has invested heavily in border security, erecting higher fences, installing more advanced cameras, and deploying additional guards along its frontiers, particularly along the border with China, which has traditionally been the main escape route. These physical barriers are supplemented by extensive networks of informants who report any suspicious activities, creating an environment where even planning an escape is fraught with danger. Additionally, the North Korean government has employed technology to track and monitor its citizens more effectively. Mobile phones and internet access, where available, are heavily surveilled and restricted, making it difficult for would-be defectors to communicate with the outside world or arrange for assistance. GPS tracking and electronic monitoring of personal movements further limit the ability to plan and execute escapes. The regime's use of biometric data collection has also increased, allowing authorities to quickly identify and apprehend those attempting to flee. Beyond physical and technological barriers, the regime has intensified its ideological indoctrination and social control measures. Citizens are subjected to constant propaganda emphasizing loyalty to the state and portraying defectors as traitors. Families of defectors face severe punishments, including imprisonment and forced labor, creating a powerful deterrent against escape. This combination of physical, technological, and psychological strategies has created a nearly impenetrable system that traps North Koreans within their own country, making the dream of escape more elusive than ever. So, some folks have managed to sneak out of this country, and they've got some wild stories to tell about what's going on there. It's pretty crazy stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, let me know in the comments and we can do a whole separate video about it.